Welcome to this short guide on how to install Archlinux on WSL. So, before we start, there's two ways to install any Linux distribution into WSL. The first option is to use the WSL install command or the Microsoft Store version, which is essentially the same thing. The other option is to use Docker images. And Docker images, as far as I know, is only working with WSL 2. So by default, WSL is version 2 now. So if you just installed WSL, then you are in version 2 by default. Okay, so first thing we do is using go to archlinux.org and go to GitLab section. This is where we'll be searching for Docker, and go to releases on the right section. For my need, I will just use base, and whenever later on when I need to build package from source, I can just obtn for the base devil group. So just install whatever you like. For me, I installed the base variation. I already installed it on my desktop. Okay, here it is. For this step, you need to actually have like WinRAR or 7zip or whatever compression or decompression application you have. For me, I'll just use 7zip because I already have it on my computer, and press extract here. And why we need it? Because this is file name .tar, which is tarball.zst. Tarball is just for packaging, while zst is a compression algorithm. So we need to decompress it into a tarball file. This is the format the WSL expects. Okay, so we will open a new terminal on my desktop, and I will write WSL import. And as you can see, WSL import arc is a distro name that will be used for WSL. This is the install location I want to save the distribution in, and finally the tarball files that will be imported. Press enter after you extract, of course, since I'm extracted already. Okay, this shouldn't take long. Okay, it's done. Now let's boot into WSL. WSLD arc, and okay, we booted into Archlinux. Now there is three things we need to do. We need to update Backman to have a signature file or signature key. We need to also create a username, a new user for our syllabus instead of root, because using root is very dangerous. And finally, set that user to be the default user login. So let's start by adding a new user. So user add -m for creating a home directory. I'll call it this username, and I will give it a user group called wheel. Wheel is just giving enough administrative privileges without being root. So it's powerful, but it's not too much powerful. You will still have to use sudo most of the time. Okay, this is of course for my need. If you need like, you can just adjust it to whatever the user group that fits your need. Okay, I'll just create a new password for me. So password passwd, then your username. Okay. Okay. So third thing is to use to update our backman. Actually, backman, I forgot to do it the first thing. Backman key dash init create a sign key. Okay, it's done. Now let's change our default user to be logged in as our user instead of root by default. So we'll do it by editing a file. Let's say vim /etc/ what is called whistle.com. Yes, like this. Okay, what about nano? Okay, so let's install them, I guess. Backman -syu, and you need at least sy, by the way. Syu and say nano. Alright, yeah, I think that's what it was doing. Alright, we installed nano. Let's try again. Alright, let's say user and default equal to my username. Control O to write the file, press enter, press Control X to exit. And now the most important thing is we need to exit and shut down whistle. Right. According to Microsoft, once you write shutdown whistle-shutdown, you need to wait at least 8 seconds before firing up whistle again for the configuration to take effect. It's called the 8-second rule of whistle. Okay, that's now I think 8 seconds already passed, so let's enter again, and it should enter to my username directly and my user folder. Okay, so as you see, it's on my folder now. I mean my username now. So that is installation of Archlinux whistle. Have a good one, and thanks for watching.